Mastermind. Thanks so much for joining us today. And I'm here with my dear friend and partner, Vicki Rice. And
Hello.
Hey, Vicki. So just a little house cleaning up at first. If a couple people have said that they can't see the screen or it's not big enough, typically in, I believe, PC and Mac, in the top left corner of your screen, you're going to see a little zoom button. And that zoom allows you to fill the whole screen. It's like actual size, scale to fit, and then zoom in, and you can zoom in as big as you want. So if you want to play around with that to let you see the screen a little better, if you're on a smaller computer, it's probably better to make that bigger. If you're on a bigger computer, you can make it even bigger. So just want to kind of do that. And then over on the right-hand side, you'll see a questions. I'll be answering questions throughout the presentation for anybody that has questions about this. This is a really cool, amazing, what do you call this? Is it like a software, Vicki, or a platform, or some way, shape, or form to build your brand? And I know you're going to cover it, but like, what's the?
It's software that you can use. It's all everything is there, provided for you in one location. So, awesome. And you can use it on your iPad. You can use it, on your Droid. You can use it on your phone. So.
Very cool. So Vicki, just a little bit about Vicki. She specializes in helping people build their brand and make them look good and first impressions and stuff like that. And she found this Canva and she's been using it. You've been using it for a couple of months now, right?
Probably more than that. But I love it. Yeah.
Would you recommend this
my job so much easier?
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Would you recommend this more for a team, or is this more if somebody did stuff for a bunch of people, this would be good for them? Is that kind of how this works, or is it good for one individual as well?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's because I'm I manage all the social media, so I do the team concept, but and there's two different parts of Canva. The part that I ask you to pay for, which is very minimal, it's called Canva for Work, and that's great when you have the team because I can do it's like more enhanced.
Got it.
And that's only $12.95 a month that you pay for it. But the other part individually is just for just one person can use it. So just a single agent by themselves wanting to be a little bit different and stand out and be more like you've hired a professional to put your pieces together for you. It makes you look, everything's fresh and crisp and
very cool.
Yeah, and it's so easy, which, we find that's what we try to bring to everyone is, what do we have in our resources that can be easy to learn and easy to implement. Cool beans.
All right, so what do you got for us, my friend?
Okay, so you ready to get going? So, so we started, I think one of our classes was the power of PowerPoint, because again, it was something easy and we already have it on our computers and we learned how to do that. And I still use PowerPoint occasionally, but I'll bet you 99.9% of everything I do is done on Canva. And it's like learning how to ride a bike. So I found this graphic, as soon as we learn something, we feel that we're proficient at it, we push on to do something bigger and better. And this is what, Canva is going to allow you guys to do. So we're going to learn today how to use it in our real estate business. But first, we are in the marketing to our database business, not just the real estate business, right, Scott?
Right on.
Totally
that's all it is. Build a database, and that's really all it is, yes.
Yeah, and all of it's about, creating relationships. And what that means is that you're creating the foundation so that, you have true lifetime customer value. The customers, your clients, your buyers, and your sellers, they're loyal to you, and they're loyal to your business, and they want that, growth. And they follow you across all the different mediums. They follow you on Pinterest and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. But more importantly, that they're your voice when you're not there. I really like that, don't you?
I love that. Yeah. Like so talking about you when you're not there.
So when you're marketing to your database, what you're doing is you are honing them to be your voice when you're not there.
Amen.
So what is Canva? Canva, I think, is a true marketing system. that allows you to have stunning visuals. We are a visual, immediate gratification society. People want information on their terms, and they want it like really fast, and they want it in the now. And you have to make it look inviting for them to stop, look, and listen to what you're saying. And Canva is going to make it simple for you to do that. I really like how easy the drop and drag feature is that I'll show you guys. And it really has everything in one house. So you have images, and you can play around with your photos and filter things, and it's so simple to use. So much easier than Photoshop or Illustrator, which we use, but this is something that makes my job so much easier, and it will make yours too. So how can you use Canva in your real estate business? First, you have to engage your audience. So whether you're creating an image for your brand and you want that to be showcased on Facebook and YouTube headers, or Instagram, or maybe you're making a Facebook ad, or just trying to get inside your your buyers and your sellers and your potential clients' head. You want to first, when you decide to design something, you have to know who you're tailoring that design for. So is it going to go for buyers? Is it going to go to sellers? Are you showcasing your new listing? Are you trying to recruit more people, like with the Facebook ad towards you? Or if you're a broker, are you trying to recruit, more agents in your office? Whatever the case is, you want to be creative. You want people to look at what you are saying. You want a lot of eyeballs on your stuff. So you have to make it relevant to your audience, no matter where they're at in that process. And you have to
here's another point too, Vicki, and this is a great example. This just happened the other day. I think it was Sunday. We were driving home and we got off the exit, and there's this new place opening up, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's I don't even know really truly what it is, but I said, hey Stace, look at, somebody finally bought the old Saturn plant, like the old Saturn dealership. Okay. We had a Saturn dealership, how they all close down. So somebody had bought it, put a name up there, and like painted the thing, and she's like, that looks like a cheap place, like a kind of like a used car lot type place. So the image was everything that you portray online is so important. Here's another example. When I'm looking at different software programs and email platforms and checking out CRMs and different things, when you go to a website and you go, ooh, this just doesn't feel right or look right, you leave. So if your brand looks like that, if you go to Google and you search your name, and what comes up is like, look at it yourself and go, okay, is this what I want everybody to see me as? And is this what I want everybody to and ask your family and friends and say, hey, what do you think the first time you see this? And that's really where this is going, is the first impression is everything. And like, well, should I call this person? Should I talk to this person? Is your picture correct? Is your picture professional? Is there a smile on your face? It blows my mind when I see some pictures, profile pics of people that aren't smiling, which doesn't look happy. So like, why would I want to call that person? You know what I'm saying? So. Oh
yeah, and if your colors are not, just are muted and not fresh, it's like, did you use something that you just screen captured and you've tried to make it work? It just, you don't want to go cheap. You don't want that as your reputation. So sometimes I get people say, what can I share? What kind of pieces can I go out there and put out there on social media? I'm going to show you how to create all this cool stuff. But think about, when you start to craft a marketing piece, a Facebook post, or something that you need to think about what are you doing? So good ideas are sellers, success stories. Love these. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Home buyer helpful tips, answers to frequently asked questions. We have all talked about Jessica's, video blog. How you can just take one topic and say, you want to do a graphic piece on something of that nature. Information about your local area, fun things to do, what makes your community unique. I love the fact that you can brand your own photos. I hear a lot on our social media about someone taking someone else's photos that they paid for and using it on the second listing or something. Here you can take all your photos, upload them, and put your own brand on them. Could be your logo, could be your picture, whatever, you own it. And then that's what you use to put into the MLS. I love showcasing sneak peeks and upcoming listings and, doing some holiday wishes. Superman and Superwoman stories are very cool to do, how you spreading the word about how you help someone. You don't have to give names. It's just another way to pat yourself on the back a little bit by talking real estate but not talking real estate. So this is kind of a couple ideas. This is a bio that an agent asked me to do, that she might want to hand out. This is just a flyer. Another flyer is if you can co-brand with your loan officer, maybe on a great, like this one is a new one coming out. I believe it's if they they pay 50% of your mortgage interest, and it goes for like 3 years. So that's a really great flyer to put out in Florida.
Right.
Yeah. This is an agent that I happened to see his picture, and I thought, how nice. I love the eye contact.
Yeah,
I love the smile. It's fresh. It's crisp. And I thought, let's just put together a thank you card.
You matched his shirt with the thing. You matched his shirt with the...
Yeah,
very cool.
And obviously I've used the slogan quite a bit. One day with Mitch and good things happen. It's very simple. Less is more sometimes. But this is his brand now. So everything comes out with these colors. And, people like to feel safe, and that makes them feel safe. So on the back of that postcard is blank, obviously, but he could use it as how great it was to meet you after the listing presentation, updates, what's happening during the closings. He could even do this as a Facebook post and then, link his website to it or his business page, as the call to action. Here's some ideas, like, for example, fun things. People love fun things. So Amanda went alligator hunting, and I made a magazine cover for her, and she posted it and got tons of people commenting on it and sharing it.
Love it. That was great.
Yeah, so Halloween, Halloween's coming up, so here's a post where you can link a board on your Pinterest filled with Halloween tips and costumes and scary eats, and I made that in Canva, and we posted it, so not only are you posting your other sites, you're cross-promoting other things that you do. Here's the success story. Obviously, we want you to friend everyone in your database so that you can tag them in your post. So you can say, and then she gets that. And then what happens is everyone on her page sees that and comments on it, and then everyone on their page, because they commented on it, sees it. So it starts to snowball, kind of cool. You can do flyers. You can do, posts like Facebook posts. This would be like this would be something that you could use on Instagram. It's just so super easy to do these fun, unique things, and they get you notice. It gets attention grabbing. They do really cool. You can do any kind of brochure. There's hundreds of templates.
So you did all this in Canva, all the stuff you're showing us, the stuff you've done. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So this is a Facebook post. Really like the fact that she's got, this one happened to be a sneak peek. So sellers are finishing up this new updates on this Portage Ranch, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Almost ready. Just wanted you to have a sneak peek. Now, the comments that come from that, is that lifetime marketing that you get out of that kind of stuff, and you're just taking a really nice picture of one particular piece of the room. It could be a walk-in closet, and you can play on it. You don't have to do the normal flyers that come from the MLS. You can be creative and get noticed, and that's the beauty of, of marketing. So what makes your content relevant? It's what's happening in your life and in their lives right now. So it's kind of like current events. By sharing your how-to expertise, you ensure that the buyers are making the right purchase. So I would just ask yourself, what are the challenges that my clients are having, and share those tips of those questions, in your graphic. What are some of the questions that previous people have asked you? Share those. What's happening in your, in the local area? Share that. I mean, you can even get into the special needs of pet owners. So you share advice on how to prepare pets for a move. I mean, this could go on and on and on. So if you think in those thoughts instead of about me, you think about and get into their heads and just, share and make a graphic about that. It also helps you generate leads, because we all know that if you fill your, if you have an online strategy that is, heavy with comments and likes and shares and comments, and it's really engaging, it increases your conversions. Just like you do when you do the YouTube videos. People see you kind of as a rock star, but you have to have original content. That's the whole key, and that's the whole key for using Canva. You're not just sharing someone else's post and you share that. You're actually coming up with a new way of presenting what it is that your product that you're trying to sell. It increases the eyeballs on your content, and it improves the chances that you'll win the sale when the graphic is key, when it's bright. People like those shiny objects. They like something that looks really good.
Yeah.
And it just helps you leverage your power and then your influence. And then again, that snowball effect. By you doing all these cool little posts here and there, and at least once a week coming up with something that's unique and different and fun and empowering. That's the whole key. So by creating visual graphics also helps you if you keep your similar look and feel. Remember that poster I did with the blue, that matched his shirt, so you kind of keep that thought in the back of your mind, with your colors. Remax has certain colors, and you want to kind of help keep that connection a little bit. Doesn't have to be the whole piece, but it makes you more trusted sometimes when you do that, and they get used to that. Same thing, and they know, oh, that came from Mitch. This is one of Mitch's.
Right.
That kind of thing. So you want to kind of establish yourself as an expert, and Canva is going to help you do that. You want to drive traffic to your social media channels and websites and blogs, because that's where our parties are. That's where that's where everyone's hanging out. And if you use Post Planner, I love Canva with Post Planner because, it works with, they have their own Canva button right in there. So if you're, if you have that and it's, you have it already set up to happen for the next year and every year is going to come up, you can design right in Post Planner all your Canva stuff, and then you just, click on the ones that you want it to go out when you want it to go out. This allows you to
So is Post Planner, maybe you're going to say it, sorry.
Oh, no,
So
go
is Post Planner something that once you create this, you can schedule it to go out whenever you want?
Yeah, and I don't want like a corporation, I don't want everyone getting the same thing that I get. You know what I mean? I want to be different, and I want it to be my own content. That's how I get noticed, and I create longevity in the marketplace. So I want shelf life. I don't want, and I want it to be relevant. I want it to be about what's happening in my area. So, I might go in and say, okay, what's happening Christmas? When's the Christmas parade happening? And I'm going to set up something for Christmas to happen then. It might take you a little time to use that kind of stuff, unless you have someone that manages, your social media for you, which you can hire it out, right, Scott?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, you don't have to do any of this stuff. You can hire a VA to come here and learn it and do it for you. But it's your own unique content. That's the cool factor. So, as we start this process, I kind of like to think about next year, what would your business look like, if you were just feeding really good information to your people, and I'm saying your followers, your friends, your subscribers, and that you just that snowball effect starts to happen, and you're getting top of mind to people, and you're creating lifetime, customers and building deep relationships. The power of a group of people following you, liking what you do, and then you get a crowd of people, that with attention-grabbing graphics, that's all the stuff that can really help you get that.
Absolutely.
And then you build brand awareness, you cast a larger net, and you get more people, but it's all about eye-popping images to your unique content, and it's never been easier to do that. So you can get for your iPad, you can do it, on your desktop like I do. You can do it on your phone. And they even have its own Facebook page and Instagram. That's the cool kind of factor of it. So I like to go live and kind of show you guys what I'm kind of talking about. So this is Canva. It's canva.com. I really highly recommend you come in and do the tutorials. Each tutorial is about 20 minutes. Might take you a couple hours to get through and do it. I liked it because it helped me with going back to school and relearning some things. But you don't have to. You can basically wing it and come in here and do it.
Yeah, but you think that taking the couple hours is going to help you to save time on the long run? Just because does it? I mean, and I haven't done it, so I don't know. So I'm asking the question: does it show you how to use Canva the best way possible, to make the best quality product that you have?
Absolutely.
Because I know I'm the type of person that will just wing it and then go, crap, man, okay, I can't figure this out, and then I have to go watch the videos anyway, and I'm 2 hours into it, where if I'm 2 hours into the training and I go, okay, I got that, and now I can just go do it.
Right. So if you go into Canva and you just click on the graphic design tutorials, then these are all talks you from the beginning. It walks you through the tools. It talks about pairing the basics, which is our colors, color relationships. Again, the basics is going to be up here in the very top, and then you're going to get into more palettes, how to filter your photos. It's just, it's like once I started it, I wanted to go all the way through it because it's just like, oh, I love that. Oh, that's a really cool idea.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, and so you kind of get, it's like you start to get powerful with it, and then you play, and you actually have, it will give you samples, and to get to the next thing, you've got to actually do the work, click on a button or drag this thing in here before it lets you move on. So it really helps you learn. Building a brand.
Laura's here, and she says the tutorials are great. She says watch them. So, there's so many things that you wouldn't see on your own, that you wouldn't know that you could do without watching the tutorials. So she said spend some time on those. Yep.
Yeah, so highly recommend those. So this is kind of gives you a little bit of an idea. I mean, you can do business cards and thank you cards and put a photo collage together. You can do real estate flyers. I mean, menus. All kinds of just really cool stuff. And just look through all this. This is how many designs are being created as we speak. I mean, this is something that a lot of designers are using now because, Photoshop is kind of like, it's time consuming. This is fast. So I wanted to kind of show you where you can go and start it. So just basically try it. It's free. The only time that you have to pay for anything is when you use their photos, that's the only time. Sometimes some designs or some templates will cost you, but I kind of copy and paste, so I don't even have to use any of those. And of course, I use photos like from Dollar Photo Club or something of that nature. So I download photos and then upload them into Canva. So really, Canva is not costing you, Scott, anything but $12 a month because I get that extra.
That's amazing.
The extra tool. So let's go ahead and go into like my Canva account. So once you log in, you guys are going to come in and it's going to look like this. Don't mind this middle stuff. This is where all my designs are. So if I ever wanted to come in and make some changes, I kind of keep them in here.
So once you create something, it's just there, and you can go in, tweak it, change the name, change the number, change the email, change the header, like anything you want, just stays there. Okay, that's awesome.
So that way, if someone else in our company wants that flyer, I can just go in and change this and this. So
very cool. Or could you like if someone wanted that flyer and they said, okay, just share that with their account, can you share this inside with another Canva account? Shared with you. Okay, shared or
Yeah, I can share it. And I can share it. I can work it in here, and then I can share it across all mediums. I can, I can share it on Facebook. I can share it. Everything's linked in here, which is a really, really cool, easy thing to do.
That's awesome. Okay.
So I say all the time to myself, well, what do I want to do? So I come in here and I click this little X button. Okay. And now this is where it's going to say to me, what do you want to do? This is all the cool stuff that I can do. I can do an ebook in here, and then we can link it to your blog, and then you could send out, the top 10 things, buyers must know before, they put the house on the market, or the sellers must know. I mean, you can get pretty elaborate in here. I've done big, huge banners for people in here. What I love is I'm able to come in here and do all of the Twitter headboard, YouTube banner. I can do email header, and I don't have to do anything with Canva for Work, the $12 one, not the free one. I can create one graphic and say I want that graphic now to be a real estate flyer, and it automatically does it for me. That's what Canva for Work really is good for me for. So I can do one
the right dimensions right there for everything you have. That's
and automatically, it's called the magic resize button. So if I want to do a brand of a Facebook business page now, I want that to be done for me on a Google Plus or YouTube channel. All I do is click the magic resize button, and it's automatically converted. So I don't have to remake it, and that saves me a huge amount of time. So this is so you would decide on kind of what it is that you want to do. So say, for example, you want to make a Facebook post. We would just click on that, and it brings up the Facebook post. This is the perfect size. This is it. This is what it's already done
for the Facebook. Okay. All right.
For the Facebook post. Okay. So now what I do is I'm going to say, okay, what kind of free you can use if you want
to. There we go. All
right,
I lost you. Okay, we're back. You're back. Okay.
So free, like Halloween, some of these layouts you can use are free.
Those are all in there? Like, those are all in there?
Yeah.
Is this the paid account or the free account?
This is the free account. And again, if I want to use someone else's, I use this personally to give me ideas.
Right.
I make it, So this would be a money that would cost $1. Everything in here costs $1.
So if I choose one of those templates, I just would pay $1. Oh, it says a free on a bunch of them.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of stuff in here that's free. That's the coolness about it. Okay.
That's amazing.
So what I want you to do is I want you to go all the way to the very end. I'm saying you can use these. I use them for like ideas, but I want you to go to the very end where my where I start with my blank one. And again, you have to go through some of this, so this might take a few minutes.
I'm trying to sell you
seconds.
No?
No, not really. It's just that there's so many people using it. Then you'll see a lot of my ideas that come up here because we can make it public, and now every designer can use it. So that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So let me go down to the end. Facebook post is long because everyone does Facebook post. Here we go. So this is where I want you to go. This is like this is to start it. So I'm going to click on saying this is what I want my layout to be. So if I want it to be just like this, I'm great. Maybe I want my layout to look like this, and I want to have different compartments on my post. So say, for example, I want my layout to look like that. I have the options of, going now. So that's what I've created what I want. I've gotten my layout of the graphic or grid that I want to use. Now I want to go in and upload. So in my library, for example, these are all my current stuff that I'm working on. Pictures that I've uploaded. So let's say, for example, I found something I want. I save it on my desktop. I just click this button and I upload it. So I get just to show you how easy it is. So say this is your face that you want to use on your graphic. So I just double click it and you'll see it's coming up, right?
Wow.
So say, for example, I want to make a post. Maybe I have Christmas coming up, right? So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to search Christmas words. So Christmas. I'm going to hit enter. Kind of doing this off the cuff,
wow.
A little bit.
Cool.
So I have all kinds of really cool stuff for Christmas that maybe I want. So maybe I have my own Christmas image that I want to use. But if I don't, I can buy one from here for $1, right?
Amazing.
So I could take this right now. Let me get there. I got click on it to highlight it. Now I can take this image and drag it right into it.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Or maybe I just say I want that one. Now that's if I want a whole grid, and then what I could do is I could use my text, which is my text feature. I can use their text. Again, it's free. All these really cool things. So maybe I want to use this graphic. Okay. And then maybe I want to come and change that to be red.
Unreal, man.
And I can change that to be red. Okay. I'm just going to kind of show you some stuff. And then already, maybe I don't like that that font. I can come in here and change it. There's tons of drop-down fonts that I can use. Maybe I want to say some. I could come in here and
something
add.
Different. Sure.
Whatever words I want to add to it. I can make it bigger. Okay. Now maybe I want to make this white transparent. So I'm going to click this button.
I'm just going to ask that.
And then so okay, now I don't know if you guys can see
that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's so cool.
I can do that. Maybe I want this photo here to be filtered a little bit. So I'm going to go into my filter thing. And maybe I want to change it and make it more dramatic. You see that?
Wow, yeah. That's amazing.
Or maybe I want it to be a black and white grayscale. So you can do all kinds of really cool things with enhancing, all the stuff that you do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and delete that because maybe I want to show you something different. So I'm going to delete. It's this little, delete button right up here, which is a trash can. So let's go back and let's say you have a listing. So I'm going to go back again to my layout, and I'm going to choose. Maybe I want to choose. Okay, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to keep this. I'm going to make this white. My background instead of a picture. I'm going to start fresh, right? So now what I want to do is I'm going to go up to my search button, because you have to have little boxes in order to drop and drag stuff into, right? So I'm going to remove Christmas, and I want to be able to search frames, grids, cool stuff for Halloween, shapes, lines, all these really cool things that I can incorporate in my graphic. So I'm going to work with frames. So say, for example, I know that these are all the different photos that I want to put in here in sizes. So like, for example, I know that I'm going to want to use my picture, so I'm going to use one of those, you know, a couple of these. I just want to kind of show you guys a way to build stuff without having to pay for it, okay? So now I'm going to go into my uploads, and let's say this is my listings bedroom. I'm going to drag it.
You just drag it over
to my little box. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Say this is me. So I'm going to drag it over here. Now I can make it smaller. Okay. So let's say this is trying to find. Let's say that this is the laundry room. Okay, I'm just pulling stuff in. It doesn't really mean anything. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, so I've gotten some really cool pictures on my graphic, right? I'm not done, so I have decided. Actually, I don't like that one, so I'm gonna, you know me, so I'm gonna go and get something else. So let me go back to my.
There's the front of the house after. There was a after that, like a front of the house or something.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my upload. I'm gonna kind of keep the same theme going here. Go back to search. I know that the picture I want is a little square rectangle, so I got a frame in which to put it. Go back to my uploads, maybe put in this for her room. Okay, cool. Now I got enough stuff in my new listing to be able to talk about. I got my same colors kind of going, right?
Yep.
So now I want to move them around. So maybe I want this one to go up here. I like that one. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. You know, maybe make this a little bit smaller.
Crazy.
Actually,
all the stuff you can do is
maybe
just
I
really easy to
don't.
move
Yeah.
stuff around.
So maybe I don't want to use that one at all. So now my theme that I'm coming up with, I'm thinking I have this little girl that I've used before. She's kind of like a superhero. Here she is. So I'm going to click on her. My transparent ones, the ones that means there's no background, that I've gone through, remember I showed you in PowerPoint how to remove the backgrounds?
Mm-hmm.
So I went in and removed the background of her.
Oh, my God.
And I moved her in there, okay? When I use my transparent stuff, a lot of people don't know this. They say you can't use transparent, don't use it. I do. All I do is refresh it. So I bring it in there, and you get this little thing that says, transparent images cannot be put into frames. Try using a photo instead. Well, I don't want a photo because I don't want her background. So all I do is put it in there. A lot of people don't realize that. This is a little trick. Just hit the reload button, refresh it.
And so it's already saved. It doesn't go away?
Yeah. So it's one way of getting around Canva and using transparent stuff. So there it is.
Okay, wow.
Okay,
wow.
cool. So,
very cool.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead
How the heck did you
get
figure
rid
that
of
out?
Yeah, just trial and error.
Playing around?
Okay. Yeah, so another transparent image that I got, which I think is really cool for you guys, is to use is another way to show you how you can use different images and layer without using photo, Illustrator or Photoshop. So the keys. So I'm going to double click on my transparent. There it is. I got that little thing again, right? So I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm going to move it around. I know it's in there. I want it to kind of go into her hand. Okay.
Oh, it went away.
It went away, so I don't have to reload. Okay. So, and then maybe I might say something like, every superhero needs a place to put her cape in, in hats and stuff, check out my new listing at 123 Anywhere Street. And it would have your photo and your information, and then your logo for your Remax logo or something on the cape even. So that's how cool and easy and fun it is to do. And you can keep all of your, so what you do is just upload your images. I keep all my logos up here, so for the same people that I work on all the time, it's easy access to do that kind of stuff. I love the text features. I could do something like, like I showed you that one, but maybe I want to use, like Soda Pop. Now, I like the font, I like the size, I like the cool kind of to go with this one, but maybe I don't like the words. So all you have to do is come in here and click on it and change it. Superhero. Kind of fun stuff. So, maybe it's something, and you could just go on, and these are all free. Now if I wanted to use some of the ones that you caught, that you charge, I could do something like maybe a sales tag, and then I bring it over, just bring it over,
all the stuff you can do.
And I layer that on top of it, So if I wanted to search like happy family, maybe I don't want her, I want something else. Maybe I want this little girl, to be in there. It would only cost me $1 to be able to use her. That kind of thing. So you can use stock photos without having to use photo, which also costs $1. And it's crisp. I like the brightness of things. It's eye-catching, and you want people to stop, look at your post, read your post. In order to do that, you really have to have graphics to be able to do that with. So you can use backgrounds. Let's add a new page. Let's actually go back out to Canva. I'm going to leave this page and say I want to do a real estate flyer. I'm going to click on real estate flyer.
So when if somebody was to go in there, that's going to be there already?
That's there automatically, yeah.
Okay.
So these are all the layouts for the flyer. Okay.
Wow.
So say I like this layout.
Crazy.
But I don't want to use Canva's image, right? So I'm going to go in, and I've uploaded my own listing in it. So let me find one of my good ones.
So you could put a picture of the house in there is what you're saying before you even go to the house for the listing presentation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that is the listing that we're going to now. I can see that they filtered that. So maybe I don't want to filter it. So I'm going to go make it normal. By clicking in it, now it changes so this can actually be seen. Okay. I can make it a little bit brighter. I want to. This is a picture of their living room. It could be the outside of their house. So let's try and find one that's the outside of the house. You said you saw one? This is a porch.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is their porch. You went to their house, you took a picture of their porch, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then you could have, different words like for sale, and then you do the comment. It's got 3 bathrooms. It has a 2-car garage. These are all symbols, 3 bedrooms, and you get that through the search button. So, like, for example, if I wanted to do an illustration, there's tons of things that you can choose, but like maybe I'm looking for like these little icons over here. me go back to my search. Maybe it's not there. Maybe it's in
Holy
the...
crap! You can spend days in here. That
Yeah.
file looks amazing. Just to put your logo on there and put your information down here. That's just amazing. Right. Can you change the 3 down there and everything? 3, 2, 1,
so
3,
I just
2,
click
3.
on it. So now I want it to be 2. Maybe I don't want it to be blue. Maybe I want it to be yellow.
Wow. Crazy.
Maybe I wanted to move it over here and then delete it. It's just so simple to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I want this right here, this blue, to be a different color. You know.
Wow.
And so maybe I want to add my picture to it, right? So I go up here to my search button again, and I have to remember I have to have a frame, right?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe I want to be able to put my information on it now. And
so you grab the frame first to throw the picture inside the frame.
You grab the frame first, and then and then we put the picture in there.
So you can't just add to the picture.
If I just add the picture, it could take the whole page. Again, up here.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So let me get out of there. Let me show you that. Okay, so that's the whole picture, which you can do, but it's not what I'm trying to do. This little back button here allows me to go back, all the way back. So now I want to delete that because I want it to go in the actual frame. So I'm going to use Denise. Hopefully she's on here and that doesn't mind me using her beautiful picture. So this is her information. Now maybe I might want to, you know, I could, like for example, take this whole thing and move it up and make another one. So let's do that. Let me show you guys a really cute trick. So in here is Denise's information. Make it fit within the box, for example. You know, now maybe I would go in and then I want this to, you can't see it, right? So I'm going to go up to my search button again, and I'm going to go underneath my I don't want frames, I want shapes. So I'm going to choose one of these boxes here, or anything really. I can choose, have it be whatever I want, but this is a good one. So this is like one of the boxes that are kind of transparent already. So I'm going to, you know, I'm going to then bring this. I'm going to change the font to be black, so I want white on white, right? And then I'm going to add it on top of that. And I'm going to have this be, and move it out. So I have to click on it, and I have to say underneath this arrow, bring forward, move forward. Now it's right in that little area that I have. Bring forward on this. Drop down, bring forward. Oops, sorry.
Looks awesome. Vicki, have you ever made any question coming in while you're doing that is two-sided?
Yeah.
Flyer?
So all you're doing, so you do definitely want to use it. So this is page 1. This is page 2.
Add a new page. Wow. Okay.
Add a new page. Go. Simple as it can be. And start it off page 2. Now, a finished product, I like it. It's all done. Whatever, I'm done playing with it. I can go to my download button. I can download an image for the web. I can download a high-quality PDF for printing.
Wow.
Yep, I can print all pages. I can publish with bleeds and marks. You know, I can make it public, you know, by giving it a name, you know, saving my designs. I can share it in a Facebook post. I can email it to my clients, you know. I can share it and allow them to email it. I mean, to edit it. You know, all they have to do is come in here and do it. So yeah, you know, you definitely, and then all you do is take the PDF to the printer and have them print back to back.
Amazing.
High-color glossy. Yeah. So I just want you guys to, underneath File, if you did the real estate one that allows you the magic resize, just wanted to kind of show you. So say this is I would just go in here and say to magic resize. I would make it now a Twitter post. Maybe I want to make it, my options here are unlimited. It automatically resizes it for me, and then you'll see it pop up. So if I wanted to make it a Facebook cover, and then it's already done for me. So that's cool. It's abracadabra resize.
So if you click Facebook post, it'll change it to a Facebook post?
Yeah. So say for example, let's get out of this one. Let me go back to my Canva and say I want to do a Facebook cover. I'm going to do it really fast for you guys and just show you. It automatically is a Facebook. I can choose one of theirs again. They give you tons of ideas and templates. I'm going to go down to the bottom where my grids are. And I want to do, one like that I can build. So now I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to my uploads and say I want my Facebook page to be, again, this is just me really fast, okay? I'm going to drag this one in there, this image. I've had my text in here. I got my name. I got my phone number, my logo, all that kind of cool stuff, right? So now I want to resize it. I want that Facebook cover to come up here to File. I want to go to my magic resize. Yeah, I don't want it to be these. I do that a lot because I'm posting all over. But so now I want to go to my social media headers, and I want it to be a YouTube channel. I want Twitter to be Twitter. I want Google Plus. I even would like to have an email, saying done. Maybe I have a blog title in WordPress. And I want to do now, I just click this button. Oh.
Resize again.
Pop-up blockers on. I've done this a dozen times.
GoToMeeting has done that, yeah.
Yeah, GoToMeeting. Yeah. Anyways, it does it, and all of a sudden it's like bam, 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 bam. They're all done for me. And then all I do is download them. So how cool is that?
Amazing. That's just it's insane. So once you get going on something, you could always just start working on it a little bit here and there, or hire it out. I mean, here's what I would personally do. I would find an assistant that can run this for you, have her go in there, watch the tutorials, or if you guys want to share an assistant or something like that, if you already have somebody that does flyers for you, share this with them and let them go to work at it, watch the tutorials and create stuff for you on a whenever you need it type thing. And as they create it, they're going to get more and more and more stuff in the inventory, and they can pull from, change pictures, change headers, change different things for different, like once you start doing stuff and creating stuff, it's just easy to go in and change the name and number for other people. So if you have somebody that manages a team, this would be huge. That's why you like this so much, because we do so much for a lot of people, Yeah,
it just allows me, and then on my team, we can share it, so if I have 3 people in our office here doing it, we all can be in Canva, and it saves everything immediately. So there's no save button, so she can work in it, he can work in it, that kind of stuff. And it's just,
cool.
Something I just wanted to show you. You can choose backgrounds, you can choose anything that your little heart desires in your whatever graphic piece that you're doing, but just make it, relevant, make it cool and fresh, and start, thinking outside the box. You don't have to do the flyers that, everyone else does. You can be different and get yourself, noticed. But just do the tutorials. They're simple to use. Once you get it, it's all just a matter of dropping and dragging and uploading, whatever it is that you want to do.
So the mindset, here's how my mind works is what I like doing, and this, is result in advance, something, the law of reciprocity, where you create something of value before you even get there, before they've even hired you. And to have a system like this where you have a generic flyer that you maybe take a picture off the web about their home, or maybe you drive by their home the day before, the day of, whatever, to create some sort of flyer that you walk in with that's already done for them, with them, on their home, that has a picture of their home. It just sets you apart from anybody else. Instead of walking in going, here's what I'm going to do for you, you could say, here's what I've already done for you. Just wanted to share a couple things that I did. I took, and just wanted to, so you come in like, I've already spent time, I've already spent the effort, and which effort is something of value, where other people are going to come in and go, here's what I'm going to do for you, and have nothing, just do the normal. Again, it boils down to relationships. It boils down to how they feel about you. It boils down to how you communicate with them, if you really ask them their needs, goals, and desires, and all that stuff. But when you come in with something of value, saying, hey, I just wanted to show you something I created for you, I thought it was pretty cool, it's just saying a lot, especially if it's professional like this. That's even more important and professional. So just some cool stuff that we wanted to share with you. A really cool tool that Vicki uses that you can use, that's inexpensive. It does, again, watch the tutorials, make sure that you're not wasting time on trying to figure it out. Vicki's been doing this for a while, so and there's a couple people on here that said, yeah, please watch the tutorials. It's awesome. You're gonna miss some stuff if you don't. So. And of course, everybody wants to know how we can clone Vicki, of course. And she says, you make everything look easy, and it's just and here's the thing, is I would absolutely positively find an assistant, give them, make this their assignment. They could actually have flyers for you, ready for you, before you go to the listing presentation. Just give them the address, have them find the pictures, or go take the pictures and just be ready to go, Set yourself apart. Put a whole plan in place for your whole social media on how to create a social media brand with something professional, and change it out every once in a while. Make it, keep it update, keep it professional. I mean, there's no end to this stuff. As long as somebody else is doing it for you and it's not keeping you from making the phone calls, meeting with people, and building your business, we just wanted to show you a really cool tool to help build your brand and help you create stuff that I know that a lot of people are paying a lot of money for. So.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys
so much, Vicki. Yeah,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
Appreciate it. And awesome tool. Try it out. It's called Canva. And if you're joining us for the first time, just get with the loan professional that sent you here to get a copy of the recording and the PowerPoint, which we're going to have up for you. She'll share her PowerPoint with you. And then also, if you're joining us for the first time, join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. We're approaching 16,000. Pretty cool. We only let agents in. So if you make sure you have something in your profile that says you're a real estate agent of some sort, and we will let you into the group. And it's just an awesome. I got a couple testimonials this morning where just people are really happy to be there. So we keep it clean. We only let agents in, and feel free to share anything. And the cool part about the private group is only whatever you post inside the group is only seen by people in the group, so your friends and family and coworkers don't see it. You just share it with the people in the group, and there's some great advice that comes through there. So appreciate you guys. Honored to be a part of your lives. And, hey, have an exciting, fun, and safe Halloween coming up.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys same time, same place on the web. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.